Today, we're going to show you how to make waffle hash browns that you'll just love and enjoy, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Emberly, and these are my sisters Audrey and Trishonna, and we're the Benton Sisters. We want to welcome you today to Food for Thought. We are talking about the third natural law of health, water. Water refreshes our spirit in the beauty of a majestic waterfall, keeps our bodies and our clothes clean, helps us grow our food and our forest.
Often we take it for granted, but water is an orthomolecule, an essential ingredient.
70% of our body is water, and we need it for every bodily function, including breathing. In a normal day, we lose about a half a liter in perspiration, 1 liter in respiration, and 1.5 liters in urination. Some of this gets replaced in the water in our food, but we still need 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day.
We have water bottles. We fill them up before our devotion in the morning, and by the time our devotion is over, our body has already received 1 quart of water, and then we drink between our meals, not during our meals. This helps the digestion process rather than diluting it. And don't think that drinking other beverages like coffee, tea, and fruit drinks will substitute water. They won't, because they can't be used for hydration.
In this book, our body's many cries for water. Dr. Botman says that chronic dehydration is a major contributive factor to ill health. Conditions like arthritis, asthma, and even migraines and many other problems are actually our body's many cries for water. It seems like we lose our thirst sensation often before we realize our body's needs. Asthma, for example, is a condition of a natural histamine, which constricts the lungs to help prevent the loss of more water through our breath when our body starts to become dehydrated. This book is really exciting because this means that now people can find problems to their find solutions to the health problems, and the best of all, it's easy and free to try. This book has been viewed by many people and physicians as well, and they say that this book is the most important book of the 20th century.
I was amazed to learn that over half the water used in the United States goes to irrigate land growing feed to livestock. According to Newsweek, it takes 25,000 gallons to produce 1 single pound of meat, and 25 gallons to produce 1 pound of wheat. Sounds like to me we're wasting water.
The Ogallala Aquifer is being pumped dry. It spans 8 Midwestern states, and this natural blessing can be gone over in a few decades. Our dwindling supply of water is tied to meat consumption. Cattle yield 1 pound of meat per 16 pounds of feed. The current cost of a pound of protein from wheat is $1.50, while a pound of protein from beefsteak is $15.40.
Next to water, protein is the most plentiful element in the body. Proteins are made of protein chains called amino acids. These are the raw materials that enzymes are built with. Together, enzymes and protein are responsible for cell renewal.
They are involved with thousands of body functions, like assimilation of food, healing of wounds, the digestive system, the immune system. A deficiency of just one amino acid can cause a range of troubles because our bodies cannot rejuvenate cells properly without them.
God has designed and synthesized our food, complete with all the essential and non-essential nutrients and amino acids, which are found in brown rice, whole wheat, corn, potatoes, sprouts, and green leafy vegetables. But excess protein, especially animal protein, causes an acid condition in our bloodstream which needs to be neutralized. To do this, the body uses calcium. More calcium than we take in from our diet, which happens to pull calcium out of our bones to make this neutral condition, leading to calcium deficiency and contributing to osteoporosis. The complexities of these systems, bodily systems that God has designed, are a marvel. But now it's time to marvel about some healthy alternatives we can cook up. So what are we making first?
Scrambled tofu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get started. First we need a blender.
Okay.
And we need to start with tofu.
Yes. Have Trishonna cube that over there. We're going to crumble the tofu up in a skillet. And the tofu, you need 2 types of tofu. And this tofu, we freeze it, we put it in the freezer, because freezing it changes the texture and gives it a nice, delicious, chewy flavor. And then you just thaw it and press it and squeeze it out, and then you crumble it.
Okay, so that's been frozen and everything. Thawed. Okay. First ingredient for the gravy that goes over the tofu is cashews, and you want the washed cashews, and these are raw, not salted or anything, just raw. No flavor.
Okay, and she's adding a cup of cashews.
And this is food yeast. This is not baking yeast you use for bread. It's a nutritional yeast.
1 tablespoon of food yeast.
And this is McKay's chicken seasoning. And
No chicken, right?
right. Onion and garlic powder.
3½ tablespoons of McKay's chicken seasoning, a teaspoon of onion powder, and ½ of a teaspoon of garlic powder.
This is
and
cornstarch.
2 tablespoons of
Thickened.
cornstarch.
And lemon juice.
1 teaspoon of lemon juice.
And it calls for,
Don't add that.
right.
One time we added our parsley to the blender and then we blended it up and the whole mixture turned green. So make sure you don't add your parsley. We're going to just sprinkle. You can sprinkle it over the tofu now or later.
Okay. Make sure we don't use it in our blender. Okay, we need some water for this, right?
Okay, we need 3 cups of water total. We're just going to add just enough water to blend right now. And then we're going to blend it for about a minute. But you want to blend it for a minute, but we won't take the whole time blending it that long right now.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you're doing this, you want to blend it at least a minute and a half. But we don't want to take the whole time to do that for you. Use our whole program blending. And this calls for 3 cups of water altogether. Let's add it in here. We'll do a quick whiz. And then we'll pour it over our tofu.
Which is already steaming over here.
Okay.
And that helped to hush it up, didn't it?
Okay.
You know, if you like scrambled eggs, scrambled tofu is an excellent replacer. In fact, my dad says it tastes so much like the real thing that he won't eat it because he doesn't like scrambled eggs. So
Yeah.
you'll have to make this at home in your own kitchen and try it out on your family and see what they have to say about it. It's really good. Guaranteed you'll like it.
That's in our Volume 1 cookbook on page 3. Next, we'll show you how to make waffle hash browns.
Yeah, waffle hash browns.
Okay. And Trishonna, will you read that off on page 4?
Sure. These hash browns are even good for Valentine's if you have a heart-shaped waffle iron. First of all, you need 8 medium potatoes grated, 1 large onion grated, 1 package of morning tofu blended, 1 cup of parsley minced, 1½ teaspoons of salt, ½ a teaspoon of butter salt, and 1 teaspoon of butter extract. That's imitation butter. And ½ a teaspoon of garlic powder or a fresh clove, and 1 cup of sesame seeds ground. All right, so let's make it.
Okay, first of all, we want to grate our potatoes.
Okay.
If I get this on here. Okay. And what size do you want to use today?
We'll use the big size.
Big size, so it's destruction. Okay. This is so fast and easy, even your children could do this. Ready? Do all of them?
Beats grating them by hand, right?
That's for sure. Okay. Now, wouldn't you call that fast and easy?
I sure would. Now, after this, what do?
Pour it into this bowl.
Do we want our onion grated in here?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, we'll make this even faster. Just grate your onion in with your potatoes. Okay. Let's get this back on here. We'll need to cut it first.
Now, if you have a food processor at home, it's just really simple. Just send your potatoes through and your onion and have it done really quick.
Right, okay. Okay. Can you take these for me?
Sure.
Make sure you always use all the tools that come with your food processor for safety purposes.
Then it also calls for fresh parsley, and I'm chopping up the parsley over here. And then we're gonna put, it's called like probably a sour cream mixture over the top of this.
Just take a look at the scrambled tofu. Doesn't it look good? Looks almost like scrambled eggs, doesn't it?
Does. Smells
That
good
looks
too.
yummy.
Okay, what we have here in the blender is morning tofu, and we're putting a little salt in, and some garlic powder, and we need just enough water to blend. Can you give me some water, Emberly?
Sure.
Okay, just enough so it'll blend
That's
up.
probably good.
Okay, here we go. Now you don't need to blend this very long because there's no cashews in here.
And just pour it over.
Okay. Okay, now the sesame seeds, we need to ground them up, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'll sprinkle in the parsley. And we'll stir that up.
Okay, just a cup of sesame seeds
This
for
looks
a
yummy.
cheesy texture flavor. I'll just whiz them.
You know, sesame seeds are so good because they're one of the highest natural foods in calcium. And so this is a great thing to add to your diet is sesame seeds.
Let me do it one more here. Okay. Pour these on. This gives it a cheesy flavor. Need a spatula.
Just mix them up. And then we're gonna put this in our waffle iron.
And we have a heart-shaped waffle iron today. That's why we named them Valentine's waffle iron. Waffle hash browns.
Okay. Are those done?
Yeah, you wanna go ahead and put it in?
All right.
Here we have. I have it already nice and hot.
See if I can get these in there.
And how long does it take to cook these up?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Till it's nice and golden.
Great. And do you serve these waffles with anything on them?
Sour cream, or you can use
And we have a sour
Tomato
cream
sauce.
recipe in our cookbook, don't we?
right. Use tomato sauce or whatever your favorite is. Any kind of sauce
Okay.
looks good. All right. Now our tofu scrambler is all done. Now we can make. What are we making with it?
We're gonna put it in the sandwich maker.
Thank you.
Here, I'll put it over there where you guys can reach it. This is another one of my favorite recipes for breakfast.
These sandwich makers you can get at almost any department store. Put some bread in, like that.
Yeah.
Make sure we can see what you're doing.
One on each side. And then we'll
this
just
is
put a
all right.
little bit of tofu in the middle.
These are fun. You can have them for lunches. They're great for breakfast. You can eat them for lunch. Almost for any occasion.
And they're good fresh out of the sandwich maker, or even later on when they're cold. You could make them ahead of time and freeze them and then warm them up in your oven later.
That's a good idea. And then we'll just put the
Bread on top.
We'll close it up and let it cook.
Now, how do we do this here?
Push it down really hard and then close it
Okay.
shut.
Now, did I get it? Okay. There we go.
We'll let that cook.
While this cooks, we'll make a dip to go with the,
A sauce. Let's see, it was called chicken style white sauce.
and that's in your Volume 1 cookbook. We'll need our Bosch back for this.
Here's the sauce.
And we need a blender. Trishonna, can you get us out a blender?
Sure, let me make some space here.
And the first ingredient we're going to use is cashews. Cashews is an excellent replacer for dairy. You want to use a nut that has a neutral flavor. Cashews have a good neutral flavor. You can also use blanched almonds. She's adding a cup of cashews. Actually, that's 3/4 of a cup of cashews.
And these are washed, pre-washed, and they're not roasted, they're raw. And we need lemon juice
3 tablespoons of lemon juice,
and McKay's chicken seasoning.
1 tablespoon of chicken seasoning, and a teaspoon of salt.
Salt.
And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then you just want enough water to blend.
Isn't that an easy recipe?
Yes, I love easy recipes, don't you?
And a nice gravy, I guess you would call it a gravy, chicken style white sauce. A nice gravy and guaranteed no lumps.
Okay, so these hash browns have to cook for about 10 minutes, so go ahead and blend up your gravy.
Okay. Now you want to blend this until it's satiny smooth. We don't want to take time to do that now for you.
We just added another cup of water, so it's 2 cups of water total.
Okay. Put it in our saucepan here on the stove. Thicken it up.
We got a lot of things cooking this morning, don't we?
We sure do.
And this is going to be a wonderful breakfast. So, how long does it take for the
Just
gravy
until
to...
it's thick.
Oh,
Just think how fast and easy all this was. We got a full meal now, just about.
Yeah, and a lot of my
Fold
favorites.
these over.
You know, I'm really happy about this scrambled tofu because cholesterol is a major problem with causing heart attacks or even strokes and clogging up our arteries. And you know, they say the worst kind of cholesterol is the kind that everyone likes the most. It comes in the form of dried, powdered, aged, smoked, cooked meat, dairy, and egg products. These contain the greatest amount of highly toxic cholesterol, which is believed to be especially damaging to the vessels. The higher your cholesterol intake, the worse damage you're doing to your arteries. So you want to cut cholesterol and saturated animal fats out of your diet and refined oils out of your diets so that you can have clean, healthy arteries and enjoy better health. And
Doesn't these look
oh,
good?
wow, they sure do. Man, those got down really fast, didn't they?
They sure did. We'll do another one here for them.
How's the waffles doing?
Let's see.
Are they done yet?
I don't think so. A little longer.
Oh, it's sticking to the top. I guess it's not done. Okay.
Get you some more bread.
Okay.
Here's some qualities of tofu. It's a great source of protein, about 9.1 milligrams of protein. A good source of calcium, 154 milligrams of calcium. A good source of iron, 51 milligrams of iron. And potassium, 50 milligrams of potassium. And so tofu is a wonderful nutrient, and it's made from soybeans, and it's really good for helping you to find different ingredients to replace the dairy products in your diet and cut back on all that animal products, because we really need to cut down on the intake of animal foods that we are eating, and especially their dairy products, because they're high in fat and cholesterol. And just think about all the hormones and antibiotics that are being put into the animals to make them grow bigger and faster. And so by eating other things in place of these, you really help to benefit your health much better and making different dietary health changes. Is the waffle done yet?
Not quite.
Well, it's just taking a sweet time, isn't it? How's our gravy doing?
So, looks like it's doing pretty good.
This is a wonderful gravy. You notice we didn't use any milk in the gravy, no eggs, and just used, what was cashews?
Mm-hmm.
Cashews is a wonderful nut. It's one of the lowest in fat of all the nuts, and it has a neutral flavor, so it's a wonderful, I might say, dairy replacement.
And if you have, you wonder how to get a hold of some of these recipes, we do have
The ingredients?
Right, ingredients. We do have a starter kit that you can find out about in the order form sheet that you can, right?
Yes, call into the
Okay.
station and ask about.
Order form sheet. Okay. Well, we're going to make these things ready. Pull them out here. Does that smell good? Emma, do you have a plate ready?
Yeah, we can go ahead and put them on here.
So get them off.
Well, I guess you would want to probably pre-spray your waffle iron. Well, actually, it's not sticking too bad, is it?
Well, I'll cut open this and see what it looks like
Put
inside.
it right here. That's where you want it at?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Let's cut this here. Ooh, look at that. See that inside? Yum.
It's making me hungry.
And we should have put some sour cream on top of that waffle.
Okay.
The sour cream that we've made from our cookbook, and it's really easy. And it's delicious too.
Now remember, if you're eating this for breakfast, you want to have a lot of fruit also. It's important to get your live fruits in.
And aren't we recommended to have 5 to 8 different fruits
That's correct.
and vegetables
Uh-huh.
in our diet daily? Because this is where we get fiber and all the vitamins and minerals.
And enzymes to digest the cooked food.
Make it look pretty. Garnish it with parsley and a tomato. And
Looks are important.
were you going to share something with us about tomatoes?
That's right. Tomatoes have wonderful properties that help to fight colon cancer.
Wow.
In fact, there's a wonderful nutrients in each color. All the reds contain nutrients to help fight cancer and different diseases in our bodies. And when you think of yellow bell peppers or any of the other different colors,
Or yellow tomato?
actually, you know, it's amazing how God has packaged our food, nutrition, color-coded. And so when you make your food, make sure you have color. Color is so eye-appealing, it's beautiful for looks and garnishes, and as well, you get all the nutrients you need for good health.
Yeah, and make it pretty. Put little garnishes on it.
Well, that sauce is not quite done, is it?
And the sauce we like to pour over our sandwiches. Tastes really good. Or you can dip them in the gravy.
Well, you can see our sauce is about done, so I guess we're ready to put it on our little sandwiches that we made there.
It smells good.
We'll just pour it on here like this.
That looks good.
Okay.
And you can even put some edible flowers on for garnish, too. Just make it fun and beautiful.
The Environmental Protection Agency tells us that agriculture is the leading cause of water pollution, and that 100 million acres of United States cropland have been severely damaged and abandoned. We can do much to feed a hungry world and reduce water pollution just by making simple dietary changes, by eating nutritious foods and drinking 8 glasses of water a day. And if you're concerned about water pollution, consider getting a water filter. There are also so many wonderful benefits from drinking water to help our problems with arthritis, migraines, and the list goes on and on. You'd be amazed about all the different problems that happen from drinking too much water. not drinking enough water, excuse me. And also there's some wonderful water remedies that you can try. A hot and cold shower is one of my family's favorites. And if you're having a hard time getting your exercise, consider water aerobics. It's a great way to get aerobics back into your routine and help build weakened muscles. And just look at this. Breakfast is complete with all the nutrients we need. In fact, add some fruits and apples or some different things like that would be good too. But it makes a wonderful breakfast. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you've enjoyed the recipes and cooking tips in this program, you'll want to order our Food for Thought resource sheet. We'll tell you how you can order the cookbooks you've seen used on this program, along with other information that will help you cook healthful, attractive vegetarian meals. For your free copy of our Food for Thought resource sheet, please write to us at Food for Thought, P.O. Box 220, West Frankfort, Illinois 62896, or call 618-627-4651.
And just for your information, we thought we'd let you know what that chicken-style white sauce tastes like. It's kind of like a hollandaise sauce, isn't it?
Yes,
Flavor? And we'd like to close with our food for thought for today, which is the same power that upholds nature is also working in man. The same great laws that guide the star and the atom alike sustains human life. Only in harmony with God can be found its true sphere of action.
Jesus, take control of my life, and then I will be just what you want me to be.
Jesus, I give you my will. I'm willing to be just what you want me to be.
Jesus, fill my thoughts with your love, so then I will be full of your sweet melody. Lord, you know I'm ready to go anywhere that there is a need. Lord, you know I'm ready to go anywhere that you want to lead. Anywhere that you want to lead. Ooh. Now remember, if we can do this, you can do this. Just pray and ask God to guide you and to change your taste buds.
Your imagination is your only limitation.
We want to thank you for joining us today. Next time we're together, we'll talk about sunlight. May God richly bless and abundantly bless you and your family. See you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.